Here's what you missed. Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video, yes, we're going to be doing the monthly recap on all things doll releases, reveals, leaks, news, and more that happened in the month of March 2026. I also go over what you can look forward to coming in April, what I purchased in the month of March, and more. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to support that way, no pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. Starting off, we had a first look at the upcoming Bratziversary 2026 doll in the honor of the 25th anniversary for Bratz. Gaia, a brand new character called the Goddess of Fashion. She's also named after the fashion brand of Isaac Larian's daughter. So Jasmine Larian, so that's kind of like an Easter egg. This is going to be the collector doll releasing sometime in May, and she's going to be a similar price point as with Jade from last year. We have a first look at the packaging for the new Disney Princess Sparkling Princess dolls by Mattel. They're priced around $32 and officially they shall be releasing sometime in the summer of 2026. As we've, taken a look at these previously, this collection so far includes Ariel, Cinderella, Belle, Jasmine, and Rapunzel. I do think if this line does well enough, we should be getting the rest of the princesses soon enough. I think that's a done deal for sure. And these look amazing quality-wise, so I really hope that they do include the other princesses. Similarly, we also had a first look at the packaging for the new upcoming Monster High G3 spin-off Moonspell Magic dolls. Of course, this line also includes 5 characters. The price point is cheaper. These are supposed to be around $25 and officially they should be releasing sometime, summer probably. This packaging is pretty simple, but I do appreciate the braille on the packaging for Claire de Luna, who is a blind witch. So that's a really fun detail. The latest addition in the Monster High Collector Wednesday doll series was Morticia Addams. She was officially revealed and released earlier in the month of March, priced around like $50 and she should be a wide release, so pretty much readily available wherever you usually get your dolls from. We had an update for the new K-pop Demon Hunters Battle look Rumi. It's been confirmed that we will be getting the same looks for Mira and Zoe in these dolls as well. Priced probably around the same. This doll for Rumi is going to be around $50, releasing sometime in this summer. So she's a bit more expensive because she has a bit more details and layering in her outfit. So, but I'm just excited to have confirmed now that we are also getting Mira and Zoe in these same looks as well from the bathhouse scene, which is going to be so fun when they look once they are all put together, because these outfits are so detailed. So yeah, definitely they're going to look so good. We had a small update regarding this year's new Barbie Juicy Couture doll. The price point is $60 and it's going to be just one doll and not a 2-pack like with previous Juicy Couture collaborations. We had a first look at the new Rainbow High Royal 3 dolls, but they are now renamed into K-pop stars. These are basically the new simplified and worse looking versions of the original dolls that came out back in 2022. These are also going to be priced way cheaper, around $20, and they're also including much less accessories and no second outfit. Also, the bodies are not made to move. They're not, they don't have articulation. They are the budget bodies. So the hair and faces look nice, but the outfits and even the shoes are inaccurate. They didn't give her tiara and Minnie her boots. So just the outfits look so bad, especially compared to the original ones. This is just really sad. And speaking of Rainbow High, at least they have been finally recently promoting their other dolls like Be Dazzling and even Shadow High recently. So although it's been taking them a while to finally catch up and promote these new dolls, they're finally doing it. So yeah, and I have reviewed the Be Dazzling dolls if you're interested. We've got new stock photos of the packaging for a couple of Last Wicked movie dolls, Elphaba Evergreen and Get Ready With Me, Glinda, both I guess hitting this year sometime, and the packaging just looks different. Yeah, it's no longer the same packaging like previously. This one now has a mixture of both green and pink, and it's just like a new design altogether. These are very clearly the Last first movie dolls we're getting of Wicked. Then we got the new reproductions of the Barbie and the Rockers Dana, Dee and Barbie dolls. They're officially now available on Mattel Creations, and Barbie and Dee are also available on Amazon, but Dana is exclusive to Mattel Creations. They each cost around $60 and I did get mine. I think they're super pretty, and I don't know, something about them is just so nostalgic to me. Seeing Mount confirmed that we are going to be getting Mattel Disney Villains collector dolls of Cruella, Ursula, Maleficent, and the Evil Queen, apparently coming out later this year. This could be interesting, and then they also confirmed that we are getting a Red and Maddox 2-pack, part of the new Disney Descendants Wicked Wonderland. Disney Frozen dolls of Elsa and Anna in their first movie looks have been revealed. These are kind of playline budget. They don't have a lot of articulation, but the clothing at least is all fabric and nothing is molded on. So that's nice, and the faces are cute. We had a couple of new stock photos for the new variant of the Barbie Bubble Sparkle Mermaid doll. This one is sporting the Tori face sculpt. It's a new face sculpt, but the rest of the color scheme I think is basically the same. By Slightly Burnt Toast, we had the first look at the 5th wave of Monster High Bird Secrets. 5th wave concert lurks here that includes Spectra, Twilight, Draculaura, and Cleo. Yes, so this is going to be Spectra's G3 second ever doll, and what's interesting here is that each of these dolls in their packaging also has Easter eggs to brand new G3 pop stars that also kind of have inspirations and references towards real life celebrity pop stars, you know, like Blackpink, Vamp Pink, Papyrah, Doechii, you know, Suzy Echo could be a play on Olivia Rodrigo. And then the other one, I'm not really sure, kind of giving Billie Eilish, but could also be a different artist that they're inspired by. So this is more interesting to me than the actual dolls themselves. If they do dolls of the pop stars, that would be really fun, but they will never do that because Mattel hates money. And Scholector officially got revealed and released in March, around March 13th, I believe. She was priced around $70. And I was able to get her on Smith's Toys. My review on her is up right now. I think she's really lovely. The face is still something that I get used to, but it's just, to me in my mind, it's just a different version of Coraline. It's like a grown-up version of Coraline, or perhaps a different take on her, obviously. A surprise collaboration here. We had a first look at the new Disney Illy Forever, inspired by the film The Devil Wears Prada. These are 2 collector dolls exclusive to Walmart, priced around $49. We have one doll inspired by Andy's character from the movie, and one character inspired by Miranda Priestley from the movie. And actually, both these outfits are based on real outfits from the movie, from certain scenes, I believe. So these accessories, the shoes, the boots being fabric, a lot of these outfit pieces are really nice quality. I mean, Andy's doll even has like actual like chains and gold. Like, that's not plastic, that's chains. So these 2 dolls look really good in quality. It's a shame that these are exclusive to Walmart, because they're not going to be available to international collectors that way. Thanks to user Seeing Mount on Twitter, they compiled all the information we have so far for Monster High releases coming in 2026, from G3 to alumni and more. I go over all of this information in my video talking about all of this tea, because there's quite a lot of stuff coming this year. Like, we also had a first look at the new styling head for Draculaura, and this time there's no hands included here. It finally happened on March 19th, and they had shared the slate of, you know, kind of like a schedule of what would be revealed in what order. And once the live stream actually had to happen, like once it was actually time for the live stream to start, there were a couple of hiccups. Like, the live stream kind of bugged and they were late like 20 minutes. So it was not a smooth start to the event. But then once it got going, we did get the Barbie reveal, which was the $300 first of its kind Barbie Atelier doll, and she is platinum label, Silkstone, made to move. This was a very controversial release. reveal. I think for me, she was really pretty, but definitely just very expensive. Even the packaging kind of rotates and you can reveal her, although I wish she had a purse as well. When it came to K-pop Demon Hunters, they revealed basically a fan voting contest between Demon Jinu and Sleeping Bag Mira. Fans would have 1 week time to vote for their favorites, and whoever won would then be, go into production and be available for purchase later this year. Now, of course, we'll get into the winner later, but I think both options here are really nice. And yes, Monster High was up last, and their reveal was Monster High's collector Skeletor. Yes, we had rumors, and there were a lot of leaked pieces found in the prior weeks leading up to the event that kind of led fans to think that perhaps the reveal doll would be Skeletor, and in fact it was Skeletor, a collector doll of that character, but obviously gender bent, and the pricing was around $70 US. I did not get her. I'm just not a fan of Motu, Masters of the Universe, but obviously this collaboration also happened because there's going to be a huge movie coming out later this year of Masters of the Universe. Now, while the actual reveals of Mattel Creations revealed were a bit lackluster and mixed altogether, the teasers for the actual brands were much more exciting. Like, for instance, with Monster High, they teased the River Styx Collector doll. At first, we thought she would be Comic-Con exclusive, but that was just misinformation, and she's actually going to be available on Mattel Creations later in a couple of months. Apparently could be sooner than we think. And unlike with Monster High, where they really only teased one doll, being River, for Barbie they actually teased a couple of dolls, including Fashion Frontier, the new Styled By doll, and a Silkstone doll coming up very soon. All of these teasers look very strong to me. Shortly after, the fourth wave of Monster High Crew productions would be available by mistake early on Walmart. The listings shortly would get taken down afterwards, but as some people got their hands on these dolls early, rumors started to come up that Venus's hair was actually polypropylene, and it turns out that is in fact true. It's at least the good kind of poly, but nonetheless, it is poly. We had the new Barbie signature Wonder Woman doll that got revealed and released in March 23rd, I believe, available on Mattel Creations and also apparently other websites, although she's still not available on Amazon Europe websites to me, which is very frustrating. But she's gorgeous. She is a $60 doll, and she's Black Label, I believe. At least that's what it says on the Mattel Creations website. We have a couple of new stock photos for the Barbie Deluxe style playset that's in the form of a wardrobe, and it even has a selection for clothes here on the right that kind of like lets you display clothing on dolls without actually having to put them in the clothes. This is cute, but definitely not really anything amazing. Then the Barbie Basics finally became available on Mattel Creations as well in March, and these are also available on all other major retailers, priced around like $25 or something US, and these are fine. They're just not for me. We had a first look at the new upcoming Monster High G3 Self-Scare Secrets Wave 2 dolls. Well, the packaging, at least here, we get to see the artwork of these new dolls, and then it also includes another Spectra doll, which this would be the third G3 Spectra doll so far. I do like the lineup so far that we have of Self-Scare Secrets, and I do wonder like who would be included next in a third wave. We had a couple of new stock photos for the upcoming K-pop Demon Hunter core dolls, including Huntrix and of course Saja Boy himself, Jinu. Some of these stock photos also revealed that Rumi actually has her demon patterns around her shoulders when you take the jacket off, which we didn't know beforehand. And we finally got to see at least some of the stock photos for the packaging for the core dolls here of Jinu and Zoe. We don't have the stock photos for the other packaging yet, but this is really nice in blue, and it's very simple, but it works. We had an exciting first look at the new upcoming Barbie signature Masters of the Universe live action movie of dolls of He-Man and Tila. These are both also Also, the head sculpts are new, sculpted in the likeness of their respective actors who portray these characters in the movie, which is coming out, I don't know, June, May, sometime soon. But these are really cool looking dolls, and these would also look really good next to the previously released from last year Barbie signature She-Ra doll. I bet they would look amazing together. But yeah, the packaging is nice, and these are black label. They're each going to cost around $60 and they're going to be available on Mattel Creations, but also supposedly on all other major retailers, dropping at the end of April. We have a new Barbie foldable kind of dream house playset, and this looks depressing. Finally, we had a couple of updates on Dress to Impress, as we seem to have a couple of new pictures here for what seems to be a second wave coming out very soon. Two of these dolls we hadn't seen before, and one of which actually debuted in the commercial last year, so I guess she's also finally getting released. So these are brand new dolls, again, coming out very soon, and they're all in pink, so I love pink, might have to get them, but I'm not sure yet. It really took a long time for the other first wave to really drop here in Europe. We had in March was the Monster High Collector Universal Monsters dolls of Frankenstein, the Mummy, and Dracula. All these three dolls, I guess, started to kind of pop up by resellers, and I don't know how these people were able to get these dolls early, because officially they're supposed to be releasing sometime September, and the pricing is supposed to be around like $50, very similar to the Wednesday dolls price range. So these three dolls are not that exciting at first. People were kind of like had mixed opinions, basically. Like Frankenstein, the scars are, you know, covered by the bangs. It's just a lot of black, and Dracula, the eyes are really pretty with the glitter, but the skirt is pleather, it will peel over time. And the Mummy is just like super blonde and bleached looking, like she looks like a real drama doll. Just like, I mean, it makes sense, but like, it's just, creatively speaking, these dolls are not really anything too exciting, but the more I look at them, the more I do like the concept. And perhaps they even wanted to have this collaboration of dolls happen so that they could sell these also in the Universal parks, theme parks, you know, in person, in those in-person stores. So they could have more merch of these characters, because obviously these are, again, based on the Universal monsters. With the debut of the Moana live action trailer, we also got confirmation that we are getting plenty of Moana live action dolls, also based on the likeness of the actors portraying these characters, which means, yes, we're getting a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doll as Maui. We had a first look at a new Monster High G3 minis, like Potion Spell Little Frights minis, whatever they're called. This is a playset for the little minifigures here, and it also includes an exclusive Ghoulia figure. The playset opens up and it's a school. There's like different classrooms and accessories. This is actually so cute. We also had a first look at this new G3 Claudine Salon playset, including a exclusive doll that actually might have saran hair for Claudine, and all new furniture pieces. We had a first look at the new Barbie Fashion Week dolls, including Paris, London, and New York. London, no, these are Paris, New York, Milan, sorry. But the Paris version here with Millie actually surprised us all, because this is a Millie doll that actually looks really good, and the outfit looks very good in quality as well. These dolls were found early in a store in the UK, apparently, because officially they should be releasing sometime May, perhaps. They're not really listed yet officially, but these are going to be costing around $50. And again, there's only three of these: Milan, New York, and Paris. Milan we had seen previously. She's Brooklyn. New York is Teresa, apparently, and then of course Paris is Millie. And again, I'm just surprised at how good the Millie doll here looks. She is so expressive, and the quality is surprisingly really decent here, so I'm pleased. We had the Monster High Crew Productions wave of 4 dolls that finally got officially revealed and re-announced after the early release on Walmart, mishap. These are going to be costing around $26. They should be available on, yes, Walmart, but also Target, Amazon, Mattel Creations, of course, and all your other major retailers, like for European fans, and Smith's Toys. So I really hope this drop goes well. The distribution and stock is you know, done well here with this wave, because I feel like every time there's a Korea production launch, it's always like a mess. Exciting news, as Barbie Dream Besties is not dead, and we had a first look at a brand new line called Weekend Getaway. And yes, this Barbie Malibu doll has a real functional working zipper, and it's a Juicy Couture inspired outfit. I mean, I need her. These outfits are really nice, they're detailed, they have solid quality. The accessories continue to be what I like the least about these dolls, but I am just glad that Barbie Dream Besties is here to stay at least for another year. After voting had closed for the K-pop Demon Hunter fan voting with the two dolls between Sleeping Mira and Demon Sleeping Bag Mira and Demon Gino, shortly after we got the results of who won the contest here, and it was Demon Gino. Our prayers have been answered. Miracles do happen. So yes, Demon Gino will be you know, he's going into production now. They're going to make him and he's going to be available for pre-order exclusively on Mattel Creations sometime later this year. They did not reveal the official release date or pricing for this doll. So that's the only thing that to me is kind of scary, is that this doll could be 50, could be 70, it could be a 100 US dollars. It really depends how generous Mattel is feeling, you know, at the time. So let's hope this Demon Gino doll is not too expensive, because he is an amazing boy doll. Then nearing the end of March, the Barbie Atelier doll that had at that point only been available like a week on Mattel Creations sold out. Yes, there's $300 US plus doll sold out in less than 2 weeks. I know she's platinum label. I know she's like Silkstone and made to move, and resellers probably grabbed her thinking they could, you know, resell her for like $1,000 US dollars or even more, because they're insane. And that is happening. But this is still crazy. I do not believe for a second that this doll actually legitimately sold out by real people. Like, I'm pretty sure Mattel pulled her early to create FOMO, to create false scarcity, to, you know, create this, you know, demand for this doll. And then eventually they might have like a surprise restock. Oh, I don't know how, but we have this stock of this Barbie Atelier doll. So it's like, here you go. Similarly, they also, I guess, sold out of the Skeletor Skeletor doll. Again, probably not. Probably she did not sell out and they just pulled her early to make it look like she sold really well, and they will have a restock coming soon. Again, like, girl, Mattel does this. It is no surprise. But the Barbie Wonder Woman doll also sold out, and this one stings personally because I actually wanted to buy her. I was waiting for her to be available on Amazon, and like I mentioned earlier, I am still waiting for her to be available on Amazon European websites, and she's not available. I'm going crazy. I am checking every single hour and she's not available. I don't want to pay like 100 plus. Please, Lord, please bless us with stock of this Wonder Woman doll, because I need her. Now, technically these last things actually, I think, debuted like April 1st, April 2nd, like, you know, these pictures came out after March happened, you know, wrapped up, but I'm gonna include them here anyway because whatever. We had a first real life look at the new Fear Book doll of Draculaura. Apparently she has saran hair, and she's fine. Then we also had a couple of new stock photos for the K-pop Demon Hunter golden singing dolls of the Huntrix. And yes, the stock photos here are also of the packaging. Thankfully, the packaging is very similar to the core dolls. Yeah, it's very similar in shaping. Just basically the background is the difference here. The core dolls have a blue. The golden dolls here obviously have gold as the background color, and these are priced around $32 US, and they shall be releasing soon. I'm even assuming perhaps May, but officially probably June, July, summer here this year. They look really good, but they don't have articulation, remember, but I do like how even so the makeup is different. The makeup on all the Huntrix dolls is different. I really do appreciate that detail, especially for a completionist, you know. Then we had a first look at the new Monster High G3 budget dolls. These are basically the same like the Monsteristas dolls, but these are just the new versions. They once again included Draculaura, Frankie, Claudine, and Cleo, but no Laguna. I'm not sure why she's not included here. I would have liked to see her. But I think overall these dolls are definitely an improvement over the first versions of the Monsteristas. The outfits, the makeup, the dark lipsticks I think work better here, and the artwork also looks really nice. Now lastly, let's go over what we can expect coming in April for Mattel Creations releases. So for Monster High, we can see here on the launch calendar that there are 2 drops. The first one, obviously, on April 1st is the Crew Productions Wave 4, which should have happened by now, and I'm not sure how that went. I think Rochelle sold out first, but the other 2 should be available. Again, should be available also on your other major retailers, so please, I really hope that they have enough stock. Then the second drop is where it gets interesting. This one is on April 27th, and at first we were not really sure what this could be, but it's rumored to be the River Styx Skeletor doll that we saw teased earlier. So this is very likely because Glinda Chu, again, designer, confirmed that this River Styx doll was not Comic-Con exclusive and that she should be, quote, available in the next coming months or 2. So it could be that this last release date for April is River Styx for Mattel Creations, and that would be very exciting. I hope it really is her. Now, as for Barbie, there's also only 2 drops. The first one is on April 7th, and this is confirmed to be the new Barbie You Create Barbie Basics Deluxe Kits number 4 and 5 for 2026. I've made a whole video talking about these separately, but basically these have the wigs back, and the theming here instead of black like with last year is beige, cream, browns, etc. I think these are fine, but definitely not worth $100 US. And then the second drop, though, this is going to be on April 25th, and at first I was like, okay, what is this? But of course, this drop is all about the Masters of the Universe, Ken, He-Man, and Barbie Tila dolls. So these are coming out on April 25th, again on Mattel Creations, but they should also be available on other major retailers. Now, as for purchases, I did mention in my last monthly recap that I ordered something that hadn't arrived yet, and this is the order that I mentioned. It is the 2 Wicked movie, dolls of the wise women, Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. And then, of course, we have the Beetlejuice Waiting Room 2-pack, and I have a review for these 2 ghouls up on my channel right now. I still have to unbox the 2 wise women, but I am planning on doing a huge mass unboxing because, yeah, there's like 6 Wicked dolls that I haven't unboxed, so it would be like an 8 doll unboxing video. If you want to see me do that, let me know down below because yeah, I gotta get them unboxed. So it's happening sooner or later. But yeah, this really was the last order that I had, what I bought last from February. Now, when it comes to things I actually bought in the month of March, this is it. So we got Coraline and Morticia. I bought these 2 on Smith's Toys. And then the rest I got on Mattel Creations. So we got the Barbie Rockers reproductions. I also got Dana, but she is still on her way. So I'll have to show her to you in my next monthly recap. But yeah, these 2 look amazing. And then I also got the Bob Mackie doll. I know, but she's actually so pretty in person. Like, I love her so much. She's just not really worth that much money, but I caved. I got her, and I was able to use a promo code for her at least. So I do have plans for reviews on the Bob Mackie and Barbie Rockers dolls, because I have actually older dolls that I can compare with these newer ones. So I have an older Bob Mackie doll, Papillon, that I'm gonna unbox with this new Bob Mackie doll. Not sure if I'll actually unbox her or if I will just show comparisons, but I do want to compare an old Bob Mackie doll to this new one because I do think that is just very fascinating. And then I also have the older reproduction of the Barbie Rockers doll here that came out a while ago, so I'm going to compare her to the new version of the doll. So that's going to happen very soon, but for now, here we go. This is essentially what I bought in March. And that does it for the doll recap of March. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened, a lot of controversial, surprising stuff, releases, updates, so much stuff. But I want to know what you think of doll recap for March, and how did your doll month look like? What did you buy? What were you excited about? Let me know down below, and I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel. That way, no pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.